Have you ever met someone and felt the universe is trying to tell you something? Maybe you keep running into them in unexpected places, or you feel an instant connection that's hard to explain, like they've always been part of your life. These moments aren't random, they're signs of something deeper. Carl Jung taught us that the universe speaks through synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that guide us toward connections meant to awaken our souls. When you're meant to be with someone, these signs show up to get your attention, pointing you toward a path of growth and truth. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful signs the universe sends to show you're meant to be with someone, helping you recognize and embrace them. I'm here to guide you through this journey, step by step. Let's begin with sign 1, recurring encounters that feel intentional. The first sign the universe wants you to be with someone is recurring encounters that feel intentional, as if the universe keeps bringing you together in unexpected ways. Carl Jung called this synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that reflect the hidden structure of your unconscious, guiding you toward a significant connection. You might run into this person in different places without planning, or think of them and suddenly see their name or something tied to them, like a text or a shared interest, popping up. I've seen this in so many lives I've witnessed. There was a woman named Ellen, in her late 60s, who kept crossing paths with a man at her local market, then at a community event, and even on a random walk in the park. At first, she brushed it off as a coincidence, but Jung would say, this is the universe knocking on the door of her awareness. Jung taught us that repetition isn't random. It's the unconscious creating patterns to get your attention, saying, pay attention, this person matters. These encounters often feel charged with meaning, as if they're happening for a reason you can't quite explain. You might feel a pull, a sense of familiarity, or even a quiet excitement, like something bigger is at play. The rational mind might dismiss these moments as chance, but Jung would urge us to look deeper. Why this person, and why now? These recurring encounters are often the universe's way of pointing you towards someone who's meant to play a role in your journey, whether for a season or a lifetime. It can feel mysterious, even a little unsettling, but that's the point. Your psyche is waking up, preparing you for a connection that could change your path. So, if you keep running into someone in ways that feel too perfect to be random, trust that the universe is sending you a sign, guiding you toward a relationship that holds deeper meaning for your soul. As those recurring encounters spark your curiosity, you'll likely notice another sign that deepens the connection, one that stirs you in unexpected ways. Moving on to sign 2, emotionally charged first encounters. As those recurring encounters catch your attention, another sign the universe wants you to be with someone becomes clear. Emotionally charged first encounters that stir your soul in ways you can't explain. Carl Jung taught us that when you meet someone who's meant to shift your life, the energy is often undeniable, activating your unconscious before your mind can catch up. This isn't always a romantic spark. It can be a deep, unsettling feeling, like vulnerability, excitement, or even a quiet fear, as if this person sees right through you. I've seen this in so many lives I've witnessed. There was a man named Walter in his early 70s who met a woman at a poetry reading, and their first conversation left him shaken. He felt exposed, not because she said anything profound, but because her presence stirred a longing he'd buried for years, to be truly seen. At first, he didn't know why he felt so vulnerable, but Jung would say this is a sign of the unconscious at work. Jung believed that these intense encounters happen when your psyche recognizes something significant in the other person, a mirror of your unlived self or a part you've hidden. You might feel time slow down, your heart race, or a sense that you've known them forever, even if you've just met. These feelings aren't always comfortable. They can make you feel raw, as if your defenses are dropping, letting something important enter your inner world. This emotional charge isn't just chemistry. It's a sign the universe is highlighting this person for a reason, showing you they're meant to awaken something within you. It can feel overwhelming, even confusing, but Jung would remind us that this is how the unconscious speaks, through emotion, not logic. So, if your first encounter with someone leaves you feeling deeply moved, trust that the universe is sending you a sign, pointing you toward a connection that's meant to transform your journey. With those emotionally charged encounters stirring your soul, you'll notice another sign that the universe is weaving a deeper connection, one that speaks through the language of your subconscious. Now, let's explore sign 3, dreams and symbols featuring them. With those emotionally charged encounters stirring your inner world, another sign the universe wants you to be with someone emerges. Dreams and symbols featuring them, acting as messages from your unconscious. Carl Jung called dreams the royal road to the unconscious, a way for your deeper self to communicate through symbols and patterns. When someone appears in your dreams repeatedly, or even once in a vivid symbolic way, and those dreams are followed by real-life synchronicities, it's a powerful sign they're meant to be in your life. I've seen this in so many lives I've witnessed. There was a woman named Clara, in her late 60s, who dreamed of walking through a forest with a man she'd just met at a friend's gathering. The next day, she saw his name on a book cover in a store, and later that week, he texted her out of the blue. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, but Jung would say this is the universe speaking. Jung taught us that dreams often carry symbolic messages, and when someone features in them, they might represent a part of yourself, an archetype like the anima or animus, or a real soul connection. In Clara's dream, the forest symbolized a journey, and the man's presence suggested he was part of her path. These symbols, whether in dreams or waking life, like seeing butterflies or hearing a song that resonates, aren't random. They're the universe reflecting your inner world, saying, this moment matters. You might dream of standing on a cliff together, symbolizing risk and transformation, or see signs like their name appearing repeatedly, echoing your dream. These patterns are the unconscious trying to get your attention, showing you this person holds significance for your growth. So, if you're dreaming of someone or noticing symbols tied to them in your daily life, trust that the universe is sending you a sign, guiding you toward a connection that's meant to awaken your soul. As those dreams and symbols deepen your connection, you'll notice another sign that this person's presence in your life feels uniquely meaningful, offering a sense of understanding that goes beyond words. Here's sign 4, feeling seen without needing to explain. As those dreams and symbols deepen your awareness, another sign the universe wants you to be with someone becomes evident. Feeling seen without needing to explain, a profound sense of being understood on a soul level. Carl Jung taught us that true connection isn't about constant performance or validation. It's about resonance, a recognition that goes beyond words. When you're with someone meant for you, you feel accepted in your silence, safe in your vulnerability, as if they know you without you having to prove anything. I've seen this in so many lives I've witnessed. There was a man named Edward, in his early 70s, who met a woman at a community dance. They barely spoke, but sitting together, he felt a peace he couldn't explain. She seemed to understand his quiet nature without him needing to justify it. At first he wondered if he was imagining it, but Jung would say this is a sign of a destined connection. Jung believed that when someone is meant to be in your life, their energy feels familiar, not because they say the right things, but because they resonate with your essence. You don't have to perform to earn their affection or to hide your true self. They see you, even in your stillness, and that recognition feels like coming home. This isn't just about feeling liked, it's about feeling known, as if your soul is being mirrored back to you. It can be both comforting and unsettling, because it requires vulnerability, letting someone see you without defenses. But that safety, that sense of being truly understood, is a powerful sign the universe is aligning you with someone who's meant to be in your life, whether for growth, love, or both. So if you feel seen in a way that feels effortless and deep, trust that the universe is sending you a sign, pointing you toward a connection that's meant to reflect your truest self. With that feeling of being seen opening your heart, you'll notice a final sign that this connection is more than just chance. It's a transformative force meant to shape your journey. Finally, let's wrap up with sign 5. Challenge to grow through the connection. With that feeling of being seen opening your heart, a final sign the universe wants you to be with someone becomes clear. Your challenge to grow through the connection, facing discomfort that leads to transformation. Carl Jung taught us that the most meaningful relationships don't always feel easy. They stir your inner world, forcing you to confront your fears, wounds, and potential, because they're meant to help you become who you're destined to be. This person doesn't just fit into your life. They push you to write a new story, one that aligns with your deepest self. I've seen this in so many lives I've witnessed. There was a woman named Doris in her late 60s who met a man at a local art class, and their connection was immediate. But he challenged her to share her artwork publicly, something she'd always feared, stirring up her old insecurities about rejection. At first, she wanted to pull away, but Jung would say this discomfort is a sign of growth. Jung believed that when someone is meant for your journey, they don't just bring comfort, they bring transformation, often by reflecting parts of you that need healing or awakening. You might notice old wounds surfacing, like fear of abandonment, or feel your ego threatened. But instead of running, you feel called to face these feelings, to grow through them. This relationship doesn't let you stay the same. It mirrors who you are and who you can become, pushing you toward individuation, becoming your truest self. It can feel unsettling, even painful, but that's the point. True connection transforms both people, as Jung said, like a chemical reaction. So, if this person challenges you to grow, to face yourself in ways that feel uncomfortable yet necessary, trust that the universe is sending you a sign. They're meant to be in your life, guiding you toward a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. The universe speaks in whispers, and these 5 signs, recurring encounters, emotionally charged first meetings, dreams and symbols, feeling seen, and being challenged to grow, show it's guiding you towards someone meant to be in your life. Carl Jung taught us that these synchronicities aren't random. They're messages from your unconscious, pointing you toward a connection that awakens your soul. If you're noticing these signs, trust them. They're leading you to a relationship that reflects your truest self. Even if it's not always easy, start small. Pay attention to your intuition, journal your dreams, and be open to growth, even when it's uncomfortable. You're on the right path. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share which sign resonates with you most, or what synchronicities you've noticed in your life. If this video touched your heart, give it a like and subscribe to Ageless Philosophies for more insights to support your journey. Here's to recognizing the signs and embracing the love you're meant for.